My name is Benjamin Kwarteng. I was born in Ghana, 1986. I lived there for about 12 years before coming to Canada. The reason for coming to Canada is my dad wanted to give his kids better opportunities. And coming to Canada will basically give us a better life, be more educated, and better opportunity for our family. I came to Canada when I was about 12 years old. I was in grade 7, and Canada was a little bit different compared to Ghana in so much ways when it comes down to the education system, how kids and family members are treated and stuff. When I came here, I was introduced to sports teams. And when I was in Ghana at the time, we didn't really have sports teams, but when you go to school, it's more of a boarding school. You focus on school at all time. So I loved the opportunity to play different sports. I was very good in soccer, so I played in the soccer team in elementary school. When I went to high school, also in grade 9, I played on the soccer team, the junior and the senior team, the first year. And the second year, I was actually nominated Athletes of the Year in grade 10. It was a big accomplishment for me, and also the reason why I wanted to play so much sports is they gave you opportunity to leave class early. So I took advantage of all that. I played soccer, I played volleyball, I did track and field. I was introduced to rugby, which I didn't even know what it was, but I'm like, hey, let me take advantage of the opportunity to leave in school early. Yeah, fast forward when my parents moved us from Rexdale into Brampton. Said Rexdale was getting a little bit too dangerous and they don't want us to get caught up in the system. So we left from Rexdale, then we moved to Brampton, where I continued my high school. My high school that I went to in Toronto was Monsignor Percy Johnson. Then from there, I moved to Brampton. Then I went to St. Margaret de Ville, where I started my journey on becoming a basketball player. I love basketball. I was getting taller. So from there on, picking up basketball is a little bit easy, but I had to focus more because some of the kids had already had the opportunity to play basketball when you're young. And for me, I started picking it up in grade 11. So that's one thing that I really love about the game. Everything about it, dribbling, scoring, and I was able to dunk because I was about 6'5". So it gave me a great opportunity to actually participate in outside school sports, and it became everything to me. In summertime, I'll do training on my own or come back in the school. My coach, Mr. Zaffineri, usually open the gym for us to do some runs and prep us for the following season. So it's a great opportunity. Basketball, I picked up basketball late, so I wasn't that talented enough to get any scholarship to go anywhere, but I was decent. So after school, when I graduated high school, I wanted to take some time off to really figure out what I was doing. This was about 2007. Then from there on, we received like a very horrible news, unfortunately. In November 2007, received a horrible news that my mom passed away. And at the time, I haven't been to Ghana since I came to Canada when I was 12 years old. And at that time, I think I was 21. And unfortunately, we couldn't go to the funeral right away. So we decided to go the following year, November 2008. We prep our stuff. We took everything. We packed up some clothes. We packed up all the essential stuff. It was going to be me, my sister, and my nephew. Now my nephew's 1 year old. It was a great opportunity to bring him. We didn't want to take him at that early age. So the funny thing, there was a lot of things that happened that led to what I'm about to tell you. I was working at a Best Buy head office in Brampton. I had a full-time position. I was 22. I had insurance and everything. So right before we were about to leave, I talked to my boss and said, hey, I'm a little bit worried. I'm about to go to Africa. I haven't been to Africa for the longest time since I came here, and sometimes it's a little bit rough. I just want to make sure I protect myself. Is there any travel insurance? They're like, yeah, sure. He gave me the contact. I got all that information. The day that we were supposed to leave about 9 o'clock. My dad calls me. I was at Free Market buying one of the last two things. Say, hey, Ben, we have to hurry up because the flight changed. They canceled the 9 o'clock flight, so we have to go hurry up and take the 7 o'clock. Packed up our stuff, left Free Market, came home, rushed. We got to the airport. They said, okay, we have to take British Airways, then switch from there, then go to Amsterdam, then switch from there and get to Ghana. Because of that, they took our luggage. When we got to Amsterdam, they tell us that, hey, your luggage got stuck in between. So when you get to Ghana, if it's not there, what you have to do is come back the second day and retrieve it. So that's exactly what happened when we got to Ghana. It was hot. I didn't even remember how hot it is because I've been used to the Canadian temperature. So my dad's brother came and picked us up. We went to stay at his place in Accra. The second day, we got up. We're gonna go to the airport. He tells me, "Oh, his car is not working. It rained the night before, so we have to take a taxi." Unfortunately, we took the taxi. The roads are really bad. When I was there at the time, I'm not sure if it's gotten better, but everybody know African roads is not usually the best. So we took the taxi. I sat at the front. My nephew sat on my lap. My sister also was sitting behind the driver, and two of my uncles, one of them sitting behind me, and one of them is sitting in the middle of the car. All I remember, we're driving, we get on the main road, we're about to go over the bridge, and that was my last memory.